Hi everyone, let's take a look at the following example. Find the antiderivative of sin x in brackets to the power of 5. Step number 1. When you think about sin x to the power of 5, you can break this down as sin x times sin x to the power of 4. And of course, sin x to the power of 4 is sin x squared in brackets square. And again, you're integrating this with respect to x. Step 2. If you think about the correlation between sin x and cosine x, you can think of sin x squared as 1 minus cosine x squared, again in brackets to the power of 2, integrating it with respect to x. Now you can use a method called the method of substitution. So what that means is you can say, let u equal to cosine x. Now the reason why you want to do this is because du divided by dx, or I should say du by dx, which means find the derivative of u with respect to x. This equals to negative sine x. Or you can isolate for sine x dx, which equals to negative du. So again, let's put a circle around this, recognizing that you can replace it in a moment. Also, the fact that there's a box around cosine x, just like that. So if you continue here, this equals to the antiderivative of, again, instead of writing sin x dx, it's going to be negative du. And instead of writing 1 minus cosine x squared, it's going to be 1 minus u in brackets squared. And of course, 1 minus u squared in brackets square. And this negative really means negative 1. Now, if you expand this and you clean this up, this basically equals to the antiderivative of 1 times negative 1, so that's going to be negative 1, minus 2u squared times negative 1, so plus 2u squared, plus u to the 4 times negative 1, so minus u to the 4. Again, put a set of brackets, integrating it with respect to u. The antiderivative equals to, again, if you look at the first part, that's going to be negative u. The antiderivative of 2u squared is basically 2u to the 3 divided by the new exponent, 3, minus u to the power of 5 divided by 5. Again, don't forget the constant c. Here comes the final answer. Since u is going to be cosine x, this means it's going to be negative cosine x plus 2 over 3 in brackets cosine x to the power of 3 minus 1 over 5 times, in brackets, cosine x. Let's write this again. Cosine x to the power of 5 plus c. Now, if you want to double check, all you have to do is spend 1 extra minute. Find the derivative of the answer, and you will get exactly the question back. I hope this makes sense.